Archangel Michael says, "You cannot keep ignoring this, for God's call is far too precious to be silenced. You have been carrying questions in your heart, and yet every time He tries to reach you, you turn away, thinking there will always be more time. But hear me now, this is not like the other times. God is very serious because His love for you is deep, and He has been longing to guide you into the path He created for you. I have tried to speak to you, to show you signs, to whisper in your spirit, but you keep walking past them as though they do not matter. If you turn away again, you may never hear this invitation again, and the weight of what could have been will follow you. Heaven is calling you now, and this moment will not wait forever. I have seen the depths of your heart, the silent prayers you thought no one heard, the tears you wiped away in the quiet hours of the night, and the pain you've carried in silence. The Father has heard every single one of them. Each sigh, each moment when you thought you were unseen, was held in His hands. You are precious, far more than you understand, and God is not angry with you. He is yearning for you to turn toward Him because there is a greater purpose for your life, something beyond the struggles you see right now. I know you feel weary. I know you wonder why the road has been so long and heavy. But beloved child, every season of delay, every trial, and every disappointment you've walked through has been preparing you for this moment. Nothing has been wasted, not a single moment. The Father has been weaving your story together, even when all you could see was brokenness. And now, He is ready to bring you into the fullness of His promise, but you must choose to listen. Do not mistake His silence for absence. Even when you felt abandoned, He was nearer than your very breath. He was there when you cried out and thought no one was listening. He was there when the weight of the world pressed against your shoulders. He carried you when you had no strength to take another step. And today, He is calling you, not to remind you of your failures, but to awaken you to your destiny. The window before you is small, and the time to decide is now. There are blessings prepared for you, waiting to be unlocked. There are doors ready to open, but they cannot move until your heart says yes. Heaven has been holding gifts with your name written upon them, and yet they remain untouched because you keep hesitating. God is patient, but He is also intentional. There are moments when His Spirit stirs so deeply within you because something cannot wait any longer, and this is one of those moments. The enemy has tried to convince you that you are unworthy, that you are forgotten, that your mistakes have written the end of your story. Type 1414 if you believe in divine protection. But I tell you this, God's love has no conditions, no limits, no boundaries. He does not see you through the lens of your failures but through the sacrifice of His Son. You are redeemed, chosen, and loved beyond measure. Jesus gave His life so you could live without chains, yet you keep holding on to what He already set you free from. It is time to release it. It is time to step into grace. Right now, heaven is leaning close to you, waiting for your response. You may think you have years to decide, but tomorrow is never promised. God is moving swiftly in this season, shifting things, aligning paths, and opening divine opportunities, but they are meant for those who are ready to receive them. If you keep postponing what your soul already knows to be true, you risk missing the blessings prepared for you since before you were born. Listen closely, your life is not ordinary. You were created with intention, set apart for a divine purpose that only you can fulfill. Every gift you carry, every desire in your heart, every dream you've buried under layers of doubt was placed there by the one who made you. He is calling you to rise, to walk in the fullness of who He created you to be, to step into a deeper relationship with Him where your faith becomes unshakable, your hope unbreakable, and your heart fully alive. The time has come to let go of fear, to release the weight of the past, and to surrender fully to His will. This is not a demand born from anger but an invitation born from perfect love. God does not want to take from you, He wants to give you more than you have ever imagined. His plans are greater, His ways higher, and His blessings beyond anything this world can offer. All He asks is your heart. I will not stop speaking until you understand how loved you are. But I must warn you gently, the choices you make in this moment will shape the seasons ahead. Do not harden your heart to the one who calls you by name. Do not let distractions pull you away from the voice of the Father. This is your appointed time, and heaven has been waiting for you to answer. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved soul, lean closer now, for what I share comes from the depths of heaven's heart." You may not realize it, but every moment of your life has been leading to this one. There have been times when you felt lost, moments when the silence around you grew heavy, and seasons when your prayers seemed unanswered. Yet, even then, God was moving, carefully arranging every step, every detail, and every breath to bring you to this very place of awakening. He has waited patiently, gently calling your name, hoping you would hear His whisper through the storms around you. I know there were nights when your tears fell silently, when you wondered if your life truly mattered, when the weight of disappointment made you question your purpose. What if you discovered a tiny, walnut-sized brain region holds the secret to endless wealth and success? Recently uncovered by groundbreaking research and once buried in classified files, this frequency is now available to anyone ready to listen. Imagine replacing worry and struggle with a life of financial ease and freedom. Interested? Click the link in video description and comments below to unleash this hidden brain wave and start attracting wealth right now. Type 1515 to receive peace in your soul today. But hear me now, every single tear you shed was seen, every unspoken word was heard, and every ache in your heart was carried in the hands of the Father. You were never abandoned, not for a moment. Even when you thought no one understood your struggles, heaven was holding you, sheltering you beneath unseen wings, and protecting you from battles you didn't even know existed. God's love for you is far greater than you have ever known. It is not bound by your past, not limited by your mistakes, and not shaken by your doubts. He looks at you and sees His precious creation, beautifully formed and deeply cherished. The world may have told you otherwise. People may have failed you. Life may have broken pieces of your heart. But the one who made you still calls you whole, still calls you chosen, and still calls you His own. That identity cannot be stolen, no matter what you have faced. This is why I speak with such urgency. There are blessings waiting for you, prepared from the beginning of time, yet they cannot reach you until you take this step of faith. God has been opening doors that you cannot yet see, aligning moments that will change everything, and preparing encounters that will shape your destiny. But the choice remains with you, to answer His call or to turn away once again. I plead with you, do not turn away this time. This moment carries more weight than you realize, and what you choose today will echo through your future. The Father longs to heal you, not only from the wounds others caused, but from the burdens you have silently placed upon yourself. He knows the guilt you've been carrying, the regrets that still linger, and the memories that haunt you when the world grows quiet. And yet, He offers you freedom. He offers you peace that no chaos can steal, joy that no darkness can overshadow, and hope that rises even when everything around you seems broken. His arms remain open, waiting for you to rest in Him and find the safety your soul has been craving. I have seen many turn away because they believed they were too far gone, too unworthy, too stained by their past. But the truth is, God chooses the broken to reveal His greatest glory. He calls the weary, the imperfect, the overlooked, and the forgotten, not to remind them of their flaws but to crown them with grace. It is in your weakness that His strength shines brightest, and it is through your surrender that His miracles are released. You are not meant to carry this weight alone anymore. There is a divine shift happening around you, even now. Chains you thought would never break are loosening. Walls you believed were unmovable are beginning to crumble. The prayers you thought were lost are still rising before the throne of heaven, and the answers are on their way. Type Amen if you surrender fully to God's will. God is making a way where there seemed to be none, and soon, what was once heavy will feel light, and what once felt impossible will suddenly unfold before your eyes. But you must keep your heart open and your faith alive. I speak these words to awaken the fire within you, the faith you thought you lost, the hope you thought had faded, the joy you thought would never return. Heaven has not forgotten you, and this is not the end of your story. In fact, this is the very chapter where everything begins to shift. God is calling you into a new season, one filled with restoration, renewal, and divine favor. He is calling you to trust Him even when you cannot yet see the path ahead, for His plans are far greater than anything you have imagined. Beloved, do not let fear silence your yes. Do not allow doubt to keep you bound to what was, when God is inviting you into what will be. This is not a coincidence. This message reaching you now is part of His divine timing. Heaven has aligned this moment because the Father knew your heart was ready to hear these words. You have prayed for answers, and though they may not arrive as you expected, know that this is your sign. God has not forgotten you, and He is about to do something extraordinary in your life. Archangel Michael says, "Listen closely, beloved soul, for heaven is leaning nearer to you than ever before." The Father's heart beats with a deep longing for you, and every word I speak carries the weight of His love and the urgency of His call. You may not realize how precious you are to Him, but all of creation rejoices at the sound of your name. There has never been a single moment when you were unseen, forgotten, or unloved. Every breath you take is a reminder that you are here by divine purpose, chosen for a journey only you can walk. I know that life has not always been gentle with you. I have seen the nights when shadows felt louder than hope, when your dreams seemed too distant to hold, and when the weight of pain made you question your worth. But I am here to tell you, God has not wasted a single part of your story. Every trial, every heartbreak, and every battle you've faced is being transformed into a testimony of His grace. The very moments you thought would break you are the same ones He will use to lift you higher than you have ever been before. The Father has been calling you softly, and though you have heard whispers in your spirit, you have wondered if they were truly meant for you. Yes, child, they were. Those gentle stirrings, those moments of restlessness, those unexpected thoughts of hope, they were not coincidences. They were reminders from heaven, invitations into something greater, deeper, and far more beautiful than what you have known so far. The time for hesitation has passed. You stand at the threshold of a divine turning point, and the doors before you are opening. What if I told you financial freedom is not about working harder, but activating a dormant brain signal designed to draw abundance directly to you? Neuroscience proves this sound wave unlocks prosperity faster than any method known before. From unexpected cash to life-changing success, it's already helping thousands. Click the link in the video description and comments below to turn on the ancient money wave and create the life you've always dreamed of today. Type 1717 to affirm your life is in God's hands. But hear this, and hold it close to your heart: God will never force Himself upon you. Love cannot demand, it only invites. And this is His invitation to you, to step out of the weariness, the fear, and the weight of yesterday, and into the life He has been preparing for you. It may feel uncertain, and you may not see the entire path ahead, but you are not meant to walk it alone. Heaven walks with you. I walk with you. And every step you take toward Him will be covered in grace. There are blessings waiting with your name upon them, blessings the enemy has tried to delay, blessings your doubts have quietly resisted, blessings that have been prepared since before the foundations of the earth. You have wondered why certain prayers seem unanswered, why certain dreams have felt distant, but beloved, delays are not denials. God has been preparing you for what He has prepared for you. He was strengthening you in the quiet, shaping your heart, and aligning the right season for your breakthrough. I have watched as you carried burdens too heavy for one soul to bear. The silent battles, the unspoken fears, the weight of disappointments you've tucked away deep inside your heart. You've smiled when your spirit was weary, and you've kept moving when you wanted to give up. But I say this to you now: the Father has seen every struggle, and He is stepping in. The season of carrying this weight alone is ending. A season of rest, renewal, and restoration is being poured upon you, even as you read these words. Lift your eyes, child of God, for your help has always been closer than you knew. Even in the moments when the silence of heaven frightened you, the Father was working behind the veil, setting things in motion you could not yet see. Soon, what was hidden will be revealed. The pieces of your story that felt scattered will begin to align perfectly. The unanswered questions will be met with clarity. And the road that felt uncertain will suddenly become a pathway of light. I speak to the deep places within you, the part of your soul that still believes, even after all the disappointments. That part of you that hopes quietly, even when you pretend you've stopped expecting anything. Do not bury that hope any longer, for it is sacred. It is the seed of the miracle that is coming. Heaven has heard your cries, and the Father has already released what you've been praying for. Though you may not see it yet, trust this truth: the answer is on its way, and nothing can stop what God has ordained for you. You were never meant to live in fear, regret, or shame. You were created to walk in freedom, joy, and unshakable peace. But to step into this promise, you must let go of the lies you've believed for too long. Type 1818 to claim miracles and breakthroughs. Let go of the voices that told you you're not enough. Let go of the guilt that no longer serves you. Let go of the belief that God has forgotten you, because He never has, and He never will. You are His beloved, and nothing can separate you from His love. The Father is calling you closer, into a deeper place where your heart can rest, where your wounds can heal, and where your spirit can soar. This is not just a moment, it is an invitation into a new beginning. Trust Him, beloved. Say yes, and watch as His plans unfold in ways far beyond what you've imagined. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved soul, listen with an open heart, for heaven is speaking to you in this very moment. You have carried so much for so long, and yet you've hidden parts of your pain from everyone around you, even from yourself. But I tell you this in love, nothing about you has ever been hidden from the Father. Every sigh, every silent prayer, every tear that fell unnoticed by others has been cradled in His hands. You are not forgotten. You have never been abandoned. You are seen, deeply and endlessly loved, even when you cannot feel it. There were times when you thought your prayers reached only the ceiling, when it seemed as though heaven was silent. Yet, the truth is that every word you spoke was gathered, every plea stored, and every longing heard. God was not ignoring you. He was working in ways far beyond what your eyes could perceive. There are battles that were fought on your behalf in the unseen realms, battles you will never know, and yet you stand today because heaven stood for you. Child of God, the enemy has tried to convince you that your life is ordinary, that your worth is small, and that your dreams are unreachable. But I must tell you this: everything about you was designed with divine precision. You were created for more than survival. You were created for victory, for purpose, for joy, and for a love so vast it cannot be measured. The Father placed within you gifts, dreams, and a calling that only you can fulfill. Do not let the shadows of doubt and fear steal the beauty of what God has prepared for you. The reason I speak to you with such urgency is because you stand on the edge of a divine turning point. What lies ahead is not like what is behind you. The season you are walking into carries restoration, breakthrough, and blessings long delayed. But heaven needs your yes. God will not force His way into your heart, He waits for your choice. He waits for you to open your hands and release the burdens you were never meant to carry alone. For only when your hands are free can He place in them what He has prepared. I have seen the heaviness you've carried, the weight of disappointment, the memories that haunt you, the guilt you've silently held on to. But the Father does not see you through the lens of your past. He does not measure you by your mistakes, nor does He define you by your wounds. What if everything you've been chasing, wealth, freedom, success, could be drawn to you automatically, simply by unlocking a secret brain wave hidden inside you? Once classified by intelligence agencies, this discovery is now available to the public, and it's changing lives instantly. Picture yourself debt-free, stress-free, and thriving. Click the link in video description and comments below to awaken this money magnet frequency and watch abundance flow into your life today. Type 1919 if you believe healing is yours. In His eyes, you are whole, cherished, and precious beyond measure. Everything you believe disqualifies you has already been redeemed through the love poured out for you. This is your time to step into freedom. There are blessings in motion right now, blessings with your name upon them. Things that were once delayed are aligning perfectly. Paths that seemed blocked are opening. Opportunities you thought were lost are returning, but this time, they come in the fullness of God's timing. Nothing you have endured has been wasted. Every trial, every season of waiting, every silent prayer has prepared you for what is about to unfold. Trust this, heaven's timing is perfect, and you are stepping into it now. But you must prepare your heart to receive it. Release the doubts that whisper you are unworthy. Silence the lies that tell you you're forgotten. The Father wants you to know that you are deeply loved, not because of what you have done but because of who He is. His love for you is constant, unshakable, and eternal. There is no distance you could travel, no mistake you could make, and no shadow you could hide in that could separate you from Him. He has chosen you, called you, and set His mark upon you. This is the season where He wants to draw you closer, to teach you to rest, to trust, and to walk by faith even when the road is unclear. It will not always make sense, but if you follow His leading, you will discover peace where there was once chaos, hope where there was despair, and purpose where there was confusion. Heaven has gone before you, preparing the way, and even now angels surround you, protecting the path you are meant to take. Listen carefully, beloved, this is not coincidence. This message reaches you now because the Father knew the exact moment your heart would be ready to hear it. You have asked for confirmation, for a sign, for a word to guide you, and here it is. Heaven is speaking directly to you, calling you to rise, to trust, and to step boldly into the life prepared for you. Do not let fear hold you back any longer. What is ahead is greater than anything you have left behind. The Father is ready to replace your pain with purpose, your tears with joy, and your uncertainty with unshakable faith. He longs to walk with you more closely, to show you wonders you cannot yet imagine, and to heal the deepest places within your heart. This is your moment, child of God. The invitation is here. All He asks is that you open your heart and say yes. Archangel Michael says, beloved one, lean in and let your spirit rest, for what I share comes straight from the heart of heaven. Amen.